What is good, Raider Nation? It's your boy Raider Alex, back with yet another video for you guys. Anybody that is new to the channel, you guys love Raider related content just like this, make sure to like, comment, subscribe to the channel. With that being said, let's jump right into the topic of this video. So with 2 games officially in the books in the preseason, today I wanted to do a quick film study analysis video on one player that's jumped out on film thus far, and it is linebacker Jamal Adams. Jamal Adams was signed by the Las Vegas Raiders not too long ago this offseason, and Pete Carroll let it be known that the Raiders are going to utilize him as a linebacker, as a weak side linebacker, and so far that is exactly where he's been playing thus far in the preseason. And there's a lot of nice stuff that he's shown on film that I wanted to get into today, so without further ado, let's just jump right into the tape. Here on this first rep, we got Jamal Adams, a really solid rep against the run, filling in the running lane, and just everybody on the defensive line does their job right here. They do a good job containing the edge right here, and Jamal Adams is just able to close down the hole for the running back to run into, and he forces the running back to try to make something happen backside, and that's where Tyree Wilson is right there for the cleanup tackle. But just a solid rep from Jamal Adams on this run stop right here. Here we got Jamal Adams once again doing his job well, but this time in pass coverage, the Raiders are going to run a cover 3 zone where Jamal Adams is responsible for covering the flats, and as soon as the running back starts to peek out the backfield looking for a reception on this dump off pass, Jamal Adams is right there, picks this up. You can even see Drew Lock looks that way, but instead is forced to scramble outside the pocket, which eventually results in an incomplete pass. Here we got another passing down, but this time the Raiders utilize him on a blitz. He does a great job penetrating the backfield, able to beat the running back on this block, and he helps chase down Drew Lock for a minimal gain on this scramble. Here, once again against the run, he does a good job bouncing off this block from the right guard, and then is able to break the line of scrimmage and get a good, hard, physical tackle for another great run stop right here. And on this rep, he is unable to get the tackle, but he was really in perfect position to do so, and he just doesn't really get it just because the running back ends up falling on the turf, but he was right there. Here, he is able to shed the block from the center, and he's right there ready to make a tackle. Another great rep against the run. Here, Seattle's going to run a halfback draw. Jamal Adams is able to have great instincts right here. He anticipates this before the wide receiver is able to come up and make the block on him. Really, if you look at it, by the time the running back has the ball in his hands, he is already nearly at the line of scrimmage and just comes up with another good tackle. Here as a weak side linebacker, and once again, he's going to do a great job filling in the running lane and plugging up the run for a minimal gain on first down right here. Now, the one thing with Jamal Adams that I love, but at times can also be a detriment, is that he's a hard-hitting, physical player, plays to the echo of the whistle, but sometimes that can cost him, like we see on this rep. Here the Raiders are going to have him on a design blitz off the edge, and he does a great job anticipating, and he does a great job timing this, and really he does a good job making this throw more difficult than the quarterback was hoping for, but he's just able to get this ball out very quickly, isn't able to get home for the sack. And he gets a little bit too aggressive right here, gets some contact on the quarterback. 15-yard penalty. Here he's just got to make sure he does not hit the quarterback. These are the little stuff that he's going to have to learn how to control. But like I said, I do love his aggressiveness as a player. Just right here is where it costed him. And hopefully we don't see things like this when the regular season rolls around. Here on the goal line, he's able to beat this block off the edge from the wideout, and is able to get into the running lane once again to help stop this touchdown near the goal line. Good stuff. So overall, thus far in the preseason, to me, Jamal Adams has been one of the bright spots on this Raiders defense. He's been excellent against the run. I love the physicality he brings to this team. A hard-hitting tone setter on the defense. He can also get after it in quarterback blitzes. I'm sure they can also use them in quarterback spies, those type of situations. Now, I will say this is preseason, so we just got to see this translate into the regular season. But so far, I think he definitely has the tools to be a contributing player in the linebacker group for the Raiders this upcoming season. We got to see a little bit more in terms of pass coverage. Hasn't really showed a whole lot thus far in the preseason. I wouldn't be shocked if he struggles at that a little bit, but I think for the most part, covering running backs, covering the flats, covering most tight ends, I'm hoping he can do a solid job in that aspect. But the one thing you can see for sure, this guy has the natural instincts, the athleticism, the aggressiveness to get after it in the run stopping game at the linebacker position and possibly getting after quarterbacks. Now, the biggest question mark on Jamal Adams is also going to be whether or not he can stay healthy. To me, that is my biggest concern. The past few seasons, missed a lot of games, and the linebacker position, that's a very physical position, a lot of tackles. So durability-wise, I'm just hoping he can stay on the football field. But if he can stay healthy, if he can stay on the football field, I think Jamal Adams can definitely have a potential resurgence to his career here in Las Vegas. I think at this point of his career, as a weak side linebacker, he could definitely thrive in this scenario. So I think the Raiders, Pete Carroll, Patrick Graham are definitely putting him in the best position to succeed. He looks good out there. He looks quick. He looks strong. He looks confident, which is, the most important thing. Now it's just going to have to see how this translates into the regular season. And like I said, to me, the most important thing is, can he stay healthy? If he can, I think he can definitely be a contributing factor to this defense this upcoming season. But Raider Nation, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below of Jamal Adams, what you've seen thus far in the preseason. Let me know in that comment section down below. But with that being said, that is all I have for you guys in today's video. And for anybody that's new to the channel, you guys love Raider related content just like this, make sure to like, comment, subscribe to the channel. With that being said, I will see you guys in the next one.